depend on God. And a little white booth in her front yard. Throwing rocks at a window, what could she do? I throw like a girl. Yeah, but throwing all the rocks, one might break through. Well, she looked out a window when the police came. Yeah, to see a big tin man dancing in the rain. I'm a little highway girl. I'm a little highway girl. Yeah. She had a beautiful apartment. She had a beautiful apartment. Well, you know, actually, it was a lousy apartment over in Coombs. Pretty cheap. Oh, near to the goats, though. Near to the goats. So, you know, we got lots of money, but we'd lose lots of sleep because the goats would keep us awake on the roof all night in her apartment where the property was so cheap. And we'd laugh, and we'd laugh. We'd take pot shots at the goats. We'd laugh, we'd throw them a tin can, and we'd laugh. We weren't supposed to feed them, but we fed the goats, and we laughed about it, you know. Every day we were feeding the goats, you know. Every day we were feeding goats. But, you know, she was crafty. She decorated her apartment, you know, in the Comox Valley tradition. I told her it was dated, but I'd seen more of Vancouver Island than she had. She thought I was the Messiah, and I just kind of went along with it, because you know what? I never got that kind of attention growing up, and it really felt good. So I just went with it, and she went with it, and, you know, we got to thinking, we're pretty excessive people, you know. We're living on the edge, you know. Every day we're burying these goat bodies, and I don't know who killed them, but something's got to give, you know. Something's got to give. So I decided for the protection of the animals that we should both kill ourselves. She went along with it because she just was that kind of girl. She supported all my ideas, but, you know, we only had one rifle. We had one bullet. We were shooting goats so often. So I told her that she could sit in front of me and take the barrel in her mouth, and I would be right behind her with my head behind hers. She'd die instantly. I might have a few more minutes of pain and suffering, but I was that kind of person. I'd do that for her, you know. So we set it up. We got a string. We tied it around the lamp. We tied it around the other lamp. And then we tied it to the doorknob. And we placed an order for fried chicken. And we waited. It's supposed to be 30 minutes or less. They took like 45 minutes. It got really awkward. We got to talking. You know, you know what? Maybe we're not that bad, you know? And maybe if the problem is the goats, we could just leave Coombs. But, you know, we don't have to kill ourselves. We don't have to kill ourselves, you know? We don't. We're not that bad. So she agreed. And I said, don't you move. You got a gun in your mouth right now. Don't move, sweetheart. I'll take care of it. So I got up real slow, and I walked over the string, and I was walking over to the doorknob, and then just then, the fried chicken showed up. He opened the door. He pulled the string, pulled the trigger, killed her. Plausible. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And don't you think God, you push a bit too fast? I said, slowing down, don't make it last. Yeah, she said, a memory will never set us free. I gotta say out loud, bring it home to me. My little highway girl. Come on now. My little highway girl. Baby, baby, come on now. My little highway girl. Oh yeah. My little highway squirrel. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for sticking with me on that one. Long live goats. I love the goats.